Alright, for our next part, I'm going to be showing you how to build a shelter. And this is just going to be a simple lean-to. As you can see, I have two logs leaned up against a down tree. And this is just going to be the base of the structure. And for these logs, you want to find something relatively larger sticks and logs. And as you can see, what I'm doing right now is I'm just pointing out that these logs are larger because everything else that's going to be on top of this is going to be smaller than what you have leaned up. So this is mainly the supports of your structure. Here you can see a zoomed in part. This is the cross beam that's going to hold up some of your even smaller sticks. These are not too much smaller than the main supports because these are also supports for your structure. But they all are relatively smaller. And to hold these together, we used vines that we could find around in the woods to tie them up to the main supports. And so what you're going to want to do is you're going to layer like 3 or 4 of them all the way up the main supports to hold your structure together. Alright, here you can see that we have the 2 cross beams that we're going to be using. And the stick in the middle is just showing an example. I don't know if you can see it, but it's just an example of what the next beams are going to be. You're going to keep layering those all the way across over and over again, because those will be to support basically the coverage that you're going to be using. And to hold the top one on, we use the vines again to hold that on, but we also notch the wood to help keep it held on to the main support beams. And so that is a way to help keep your cross beams on, because it will be sunk down in the woods and can have something to kind of grab onto. After we layered up the different cross beams, we're now putting on our emergency blanket to use as coverage. Now this is just one way to cover the shelter because it can keep off the rain, but another way is to use different things like pine, or if you're on I don't know, like a deserted island or something, use banana leaves or palm leaves to help layer to cover you from like rain or I'd say snow. But what you want to do is you want to layer them like shingles. So make sure you layer your coverage from the bottom up so the rain has something to run off of. Because if you run from the top down, it's just going to go into your coverage and then it will drip down onto you. So then that kind of defeats the purpose. So make sure you layer it like shingles from the bottom up to best cover yourself. Yeah. Thank you for watching, and this is how to build a lean-to in the wilderness.